Hey Sixers, and welcome to Tuesday's English lesson. Today we're going to make a good start on our new type of write this week. We're going to be creating a fact file about the yellow-spotted lizard in the book Holes. Today we're going to be looking at creating a graphic organizer to sort out our ideas and our facts for our yellow-spotted lizard to help us then with making the fact file by the end of the week. We're going to be using a lot of sort of retrieval practice this lesson, so a lot of reading and researching as well. And there we go. It's why, so we can write a yellow-spotted lizard fact file by the end of the week. So I'm going to start off then. Hopefully you've got your book open. You've got today's date. In fact, I need to put the subheading English, because that's the lesson that I'm doing. I'm loving all your books at the moment, all the pictures that you're showing in your books. Lots of uses of rulers now. A lot of high expectations with setting out your work inside your book as well. It's fantastic to see. So we're going to start off by thinking about what non-fiction means. We're going to be a bit of a cheat this week because we're going to be writing a non-fiction sort of text or style of text, but around a fictional sort of animal that we're going to be writing about. So first of all, what does non-fiction mean? Have a quick pause of the video and see if you can answer that question for me. Okay, so hopefully you've had a little bit of discussion, a little bit of thinking time. So non-fiction is, oh sorry, that's the next question. Non-fiction is when something is true. Okay, it's not false. Okay, that's the way I think of it. If something's fictional, it's false. If something is non-fiction, it is not false. How I think about it. So what features might help us retrieve information from a non-fiction text? So if we're putting something in front of someone and hoping that they're going to retrieve something from this text, what sort of features could we use when coming to writing them to make it easy for that person to find the answers? So to answer that sort of question, we need an idea of what what we're writing. I keep thinking non-fiction now. I don't mean that. Fact file. There we go. What a fact file actually looks like. So what does a fact file look like? And I've got one here. Let me just share my other screen. New share. There we go. I've got one here for you to look at. So we've got this one. Let me just get rid of my camera for now, so you can see everything. So we've got this one here. Obviously, it's very, very simple about what it's about. I mean, lovely heading there about drafts. Okay, and then we started off with a table of important sort of facts as well, so that's a nice way of setting things out for them. And then as we scroll down, we can sort of see we've got a lovely diagram, lovely picture here. We've got really easy as we go down, how do I get through all this information? How do I find a fact that I find really interesting? I read the subheadings. So I scaled down this quite quickly, just to have a quick look away, and this one caught my eye. Who needs sleep anyway? Quite a cool fact coming up. Giraffes only sleep around 20 minutes or less per day. What? Staying awake most of the time allows them to be constantly on alert for predators. They sleep in quick power naps that last just a couple of minutes. Imagine being able to have a quick couple of minutes nap in the middle of a lesson. It'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? So yeah, so giraffes never actually have a big sleep. So anyway, yeah, so we've got subheadings there. We've got bold to help us sort of pick out particular information, and we've also got, if we come up here, so very obviously we've got very subject specific, very scientific words and vocabulary that have been used as well. So that's just an example of what a fact file looks like. I'm pretty sure most of you are happy with what a fact file looks like. So we'll go back to this here. So we're going to use those sort of ideas to try and pull together some ideas for our graphic organizer to sort of map out our ideas for our fact file for the end of this week. So well, just sort of cover that. Oh, what are the features of a fact file then? I'm sure you've just seen 3 of them there. So have a quick pause of the video. I've just been through some of the features for you. So if you need to rewind the video as well, so you can hear me sort of say them and see if you can list them down, the features of a fact file. Okay, so hopefully you've had a quick go. So we've got this one here. So we've got the heading, lovely heading straight away there. Specific vocabulary, or scientific vocabulary in this sense, because we're talking about the natural world. Facts, very, very important there for a fact file. They don't necessarily have to have a table in a fact file. You might see them, but they're quite a nice, easy way of just putting out for your reader the a quick, important piece of information. We've then got pictures or diagrams which help people visualize what it is you're talking about, and then subheadings so they can scan through and create a sort of map in their head, skim through, sorry, create a sort of map in their head of what it is you're talking about. So we're going to sort of use the information about a yellow-spotted lizard in chapters 1 and 8 in your holes book. So it might be a case now of pausing the video, have a quick skip through chapters 1 and 8 and see what you can pick out of about yellow-spotted lizards, because we're going to use that information then to do our first task. So maybe pause the video, go through chapters 1 and 8, see what you can find, and then press play and I'll show you what I can find as well. So hopefully you should have seen something that looks like this. This is from chapter 8. We'll read it together now. Each lizard has exactly 11 yellow spots, but the spots are hard to see on its yellow-green body. The lizard is from 6 to 10 inches long and has big red eyes. In truth, its eyes are yellow, and it is the skin around the eyes which is red. Everyone speaks of its red eyes. It also has black teeth and a milky white tongue. Looking at one, you would have thought that it had been named a red-eyed lizard or a black-toothed lizard or perhaps a white-tongued lizard. If you've ever been close enough to see the yellow spots, you're probably dead. The yellow-spotted lizard likes to live in holes, which offer shade from the sun and protection from predatory birds. Up to 20 lizards may live in one hole. They have strong, powerful legs and can leap out of very deep holes to attack their prey. They eat small animals, insects, certain cactus thorns, and the shells of sunflower seeds. So your first task then inside your book, using that information, I want you to draw a picture of a yellow-spotted lizard and annotate it using evidence from the text. Now, annotate means if you just draw your yellow-spotted lizard, obviously yours is going to be a lot more detailed than mine. Mine's just an outline, but you're then going to colour it in, and you're going to then point to specific things on that lizard and label them. So it might be, for instance, that they have got red eyes, and so then you will point towards the eye and then put red eye as well. So have a go at drawing it. If I sort of share my my camera now, if I stop that share, then you could just see my camera. So the way I'm going to set it out, I'm going to, with a pencil, hopefully I've got a pencil somewhere. Let me just have a quick look. Amazing, lovely little pencil I've got here. So you're going to have a go. It doesn't have to be massive. It's sort of somewhere in the middle of your page so you can annotate all around it. I'm going to then draw. Let me just get that picture, that sort of outline up again to help me, because I'm not very good at drawing. So I'm just going to have a go at sort of sketching out a lizard sort of outline, and then I'm going to annotate it as well. Obviously yours is going to look incredibly better than mine. You're all better artists than I am. So I'm just using the picture from my slide, so you can rewind back and have a look at that picture, and then that could help you maybe draw your lizard. Or you might want to draw your lizard in a completely different position than mine. You might want to draw yours in a hole, maybe. You might want to draw yours maybe jumping or something like that. I've just obviously just drawn a lizard outline, and I'm really embarrassed by it because it should be brilliant, but it's really not. Still having a go anyway. So there we go. So I've then got, if I make that a bit better so you can see it a bit better when you're at home on the camera. And then I'm going to colour it in and I'm going to label it. Might have given him too many toes there. You're going to label it, and you're going to upload your pictures on Portfolio to show me your annotated versions of these yellow-spotted lizards. So good luck with that, and hopefully mine's going to look a bit better than that in a second. So pause the video and good luck. Okay, so hopefully yours looks something like mine. So I've coloured mine in now. I might put my colours away. So I've used and I've annotated it using a ruler and a pencil. So I've put on there that they've got a white tongue. Now I had to go back and just double check all that sort of information from that chapter 8 on there as well. I looked back at it and sort of looked through everything that we've been told. And we're told we've got black teeth as well. We said we've got red eyes. Then we're told actually they're not red eyes. They're red rings around the eyes. They've got yellow eyes. Yellow-green skin was what it was called, and exactly 11 yellow spots. I've tried to make it, you might not be able to see this actually, but I put yellow spots on there, 11 of them, But like it said, I've tried to make them quite hard to see because it said they blend in quite well with its yellow-green skin. It's got strong, powerful legs, and it's around 6 to 10 inches long as well. You might even have put on there about them living in groups of 20, or that they even like to live in holes from the shade as well. That was something that we've been told. So you should have something that looks something like that inside your book. Let's have a look then at your next task. If I share the screen, so you've got a couple of questions here that I want you to answer. So underneath, if I move the book away, underneath here, then you're going to have question. Now that's question 1 you've got there, so I might put 1 in the margin up there. You haven't seen that, but I've got question 1 in the margin. Question 2 then here is, why might people not have an exact knowledge of the lizard's appearance? And it's 1 mark. So I'm going to then draw or write my your answer in there, and then question number 3 then underneath. So it might be 2 or 3 lines there. Question 3 underneath. How have the lizards adapted to their environment? List 2 different ways that they've done that. So yeah, 1 mark per answer. So have a pause, answer those questions there for me, and then on the next slide I'm going to show you the answers, and then you can see how many marks you've got out of 3. Off you go. Right, let's have a look at these answers then. So why might people not have an exact knowledge of the lizard's appearance? Well, if you get too close to the lizards, they can kill you. So anyone who did get close enough to see the lizard's appearance in detail wouldn't be alive to pass on that information. So if you've got something similar to that, you can give yourself a mark. And then this next one, how the lizards adapted to their environment. So any of these 2, it says here, answers may vary, but could include they've got yellow-green body to camouflage with the ground, strong, powerful legs to jump out the deep holes they live in, and they live in holes to protect it from the sun. So any one of them will give you a mark, and you get a maximum of 2 marks there as well. So far then, your book should look something like this with the answers written here. Your next task is going to be on a new page. So I might try and do it something like this. Oh, I've got too many things on my desk. There we go. So it should look something like that. Oh, let me get the camera right. And then you're going to then look at a different type of graphic organizer then on this page here. So let's have a look at what this graphic organizer is going to look like. So it's a bit like a mind map. So you've used mind maps before, where we've got something in the middle and we bring all sort of our ideas out there. But the only difference is with this one, this concept web as such. So concept is another word for idea. So our ideal web is we're going to put the thing in the middle. So it's going to be the yellow spotted lizard in the middle. Now you might want to do a quick sketch again in the middle, or you might just want to write yellow spotted lizard. Now the problem is the lines are going the different way. So I'm not going to write down the page like this. I'm going to use my common sense and make my writing still nice and neat, and try and make it on a line. Okay, if you really want to go for it, you can give yourself some guidelines. So I know some of you might want to draw with a pencil, might want to give yourself some guidelines for the 4 different groups. If you notice on the slides, there are 4 different sorts of things that we're then going to write ideas about. So you've got the yellow spotted lizard. Now I'm going to do that in a colour. Okay. And then now I've got these guidelines on here. I can then put appearance. And at least now that's all going in line. Next one was diet, so things that they eat. Next one was attack and defense. Now I need to probably give myself a bigger guideline there. I might go underneath. Use the arms. I might go underneath there. There we go. I'm also then thinking, what does graphic organizer mean again? We looked at one last week. 2 weeks ago, what does a graphic organizer look like? Sorry, what does it do? How does it help me? Do they look different each time that I use them? Graphic mean? What does organize mean? I'm just going to give these a different, I know I've got squares on the screen, but I'm just going to give these different bubbles, different color bubble for appearance. I'm going to do pink color for diet, even though that still looks red. Nice blue for habitat. And then why not go for, I was going to say purple. I haven't got a purple. I thought I've got a purple then. a lovely brown colour for attack and defence. There we go. And then I'm going to, pencil. I'm going to draw my lines because it's almost like a mind map where we then just sort of write ideas around. But now it's almost like these are its own mind maps now, these little things across here. So now I'm going to do like a mini mind map about the appearance, and I'm going to do a mini mind map about the habitat, so where it lives, a mini mind map about his diet, and then a mini mind map about its attack and defense. Okay, so I can use the whole page for this. So if I want to bring it out and then sort of write along there, give myself guidelines, I can. So the whole sort of point here is the main mind map is about the yellow spotted lizard, and then each thing here is a different sort of idea, different concept about the yellow spotted lizard. So using that information that we've just read, I want you now to sort of piece together all the information we've got into these different sort of subsections that we can then write about. So for example, do I know something about the appearance of the yellow spotted lizard? Yes, I know it's got yellow eyes, for example. So I might then bring that down. Now I've got to think, I'm almost in my mind sort of splitting this page up into different sections for each one, so I don't run over and do the appearance as it's coming down here and then have no room for habitat. So I'm going to probably bring it out like this. Now I might even do something crazy. I like to be a bit crazy, where I might put eyes, and then with the eyes, I might be able to hear my caps coming up the stairs. I might then say, I mean, you can't really see that peach colour at all, might be orange. I might then say something about the eyes. So I might say something different. So they've got red rings. Now, because I'm not going to come off this is sort of like the end point, a bit like a branching diagram, I suppose. I'm not going to put a colour around it. They're red rings and they're yellow in colour. Okay, so then that's the eyes done, and then there's something else. Then I might put colour, maybe the colour of the lizard. Might be another sort of mind mappy bit coming out here, another concept bit maybe. So I might just put a colour around it, and then I could say it's yellow, 11 yellow spots, and then I might put here that it's got yellow green skin. So that's the appearance. Then do I know anything about what it eats, the diet? Yes, because I've been told about what it eats. It eats sunflower seeds, for example. Now I'm not going to put a colour around sunflower seeds because it's not another mind map, it's just an answer. Something else about its diet and such, okay? So you can then try and put all your ideas about the yellow spotted lizard down and see how many sort of concepts and see how many sort of things you've got down there as well. Attack and defense will be quite easy, quite an interesting one to do. See what you get with that. So you should then end up with a finished product there on your page. Maybe pause the video now and have a go at that, because then I'm going to show you an idea on the screen. And I know my hands are going here. And I'm going to show you an idea on the screen in a minute, but I don't want you to sort of just take all my ideas. I want you to have a go first inside your book. You can then probably add to it after you've had a look. So pause the video and have a go at this concept map first. Okay, so you might have something that looks similar to this. So the yellow spotted lizard in the middle, and sort of the diet, its appearance, habitat there. So I put there as well that 20 live in one hole. It lives in the desert, so I'm trying to actually say specifically where it lives. It doesn't live in sort of Amazon rainforest or anything like that as well. From here, look, you see that I've done one here, so the living holes and sort of why they live in holes. And I also linked that with attack and defense as well. So they've got like protection from predators, it said, didn't it? So the habitat is the hole because of the defense from the protection from the birds. So I've sort of linked them up together as well there. So mine looks something like this. Yours might be something a bit different. But as long as they're under the same sort of heading, that's absolutely fine. So that's what we know from the text about it. We know it's a fictional sort of, well, the story is fictional. So are there any facts you'd like to add in? So I thought it'd be quite interesting there. If you could research other lizards as well, give you a bit of inspiration. It might be that they hear with their tongue or something similar like that. So I've put it here in purple pen, because then if you want to add anything that you've had a look at on the internet, you might then want to write it in a different coloured pen so it really stands out as well. Is it something that you found out about their appearance, about their habitat, attack and defence, or their diet at all? And then you can add to it yourself. That then, or this then, will become your massive sort of plan by the end of the week. This page will be the page that you keep going to at the end of the week to add and to write out your fact file. So good luck with it. Good luck with it. Good luck with it, Year 6. And I can't wait to see you submit this and also the fantastic picture as well that you've got here as well. And I shall see you tomorrow. Bye.